Welcome to the Healthy Living channel, where we explore wholesome recipes, fitness tips, and lifestyle habits for total mind-body wellness. If you're struggling to see the results you want from intermittent fasting, this video is a must-watch. Today we're breaking down the top 5 most common fasting pitfalls that can completely derail your progress, backed by the latest science. From going too extreme too fast to sneaky dietary mistakes that spike insulin, I'm going to ensure you avoid these fasting faux pas so you can finally unleash the full fat-burning, longevity-boosting power of this metabolic switch. Let's dive in. One of the biggest reasons people fail at intermittent fasting is trying to do too much too soon. While fasting is indeed a natural physiological process humans are well adapted for, abruptly switching from 3 meals a day to doing 20 or 24-hour fasts can be a massive shock to the body and mind. Research shows that when fasting for an extended period after being a frequent eater, it can take days or even weeks for major metabolic shift like increasing ketone production and upregulating autophagy processes. During this transition, you may experience side effects like headaches, fatigue, and intense hunger before you become fat-adapted. Instead, the science indicates a gradual approach works best. Start by pushing breakfast back just 30 to 60 minutes per week to slowly increase your overnight fast. Once you can comfortably go 16 hours without eating, then you can try pushing to 18 or 20 hours and cycle in occasional 24-plus-hour fasts. Easing into it allows your metabolism to gently shift gears. Just because you're fasting doesn't mean your food choices don't matter during eating periods. The types of foods you consume can either prime your body to effortlessly burn fat stores during fasts, or completely negate the benefits by spiking blood sugar and insulin. Step 1 is eliminating all highly processed seed/vegetable oils, which are packed with pro-inflammatory omega-6 fatty acids that promote insulin resistance over time. Instead, stick to stable saturated fats like avocado, coconut, and olive oil. You'll also want to ditch refined carb sources like bread, pastries, crackers, and pasta, as these get broken down rapidly into glucose, overwhelming your cells and liver's ability to process it all. Blood sugar and insulin skyrocket, halting fat burning and depleting energy. Opt for nutrient-dense unprocessed carbs like veggies, fruits, potatoes, and intact whole grains instead. When implementing any fast over 12 to 14 hours, it's crucial to avoid certain beverages that can trigger an insulin spike and negate the fast completely. Diet sodas are a big one. Despite being calorie-free and sugar-free, studies show the artificial sweeteners like sucralose and aspartame found in diet drinks promote insulin resistance and weight gain over time. They basically trick your body into thinking you've consumed sugar. Another pitfall is coffee loaded with creamers, flavored syrups, or other additives. Unless it's straight black coffee, these add-ins often contain refined sugars and even trans fats that absolutely spike insulin and glucose. For optimal fasting, stick to plain water, unsweetened black coffee, green or herbal teas. Things like bone broth can also be consumed, as they have negligible impacts on insulin during a fast. While certainly not required, tracking your biomarkers like ketones and blood glucose can provide invaluable insight into optimizing your fasts. Seeing real data empowers you to test different protocols and precisely measure your body's response. Using a continuous glucose monitor or CGM can reveal exactly how different foods and fasting lengths affect your blood sugar and insulin sensitivity. You may discover hidden problem foods you thought were healthy by seeing glycemic response in real time. Tracking ketones with a breathalyzer or blood meter is also incredibly useful once you're extended fasting. It lets you see exactly when you've entered that desired fat-burning state of ketosis, where ketones provide an efficient fuel for the body and brain. If you find your ketones are taking too long to rise, that may indicate you need to tweak things like fasting duration, macros during eating periods, supplements like MCT oils, or even exercise timing to accelerate ketone production. Having objective data simply allows you to take a more systematic, analytical approach to fasting instead of guessing. With the right biomarkers, you can achieve truly extraordinary results. The final big mistake is falling into the trap of doing the exact same fasting routine day in and day out. While consistency is great initially, our bodies quickly adapt to the same regimen, slowing or even stopping further weight loss and metabolic benefits over time. That's why it's so crucial to keep things varied. For example, you may start by comfortably fasting for 16 to 18 hours daily with 2 meals. But then every week or two, you'll want to throw in a longer 24, 36, or even 48-plus-hour extended fast to give your metabolism a bigger jolt. These periodic longer fasts have been shown to significantly boost autophagy, human growth hormone, and losses of harmful visceral fat. For women especially, matching your fasting routines to your menstrual cycle can be a total game changer. During the first half of your cycle when estrogen and hormones are lower, longer fasts may be easier and more effective. But in the second half when progesterone is higher, sticking to more moderate daily fasts is ideal. The goal is to keep adapting and creating that hormetic stress that forces your body to continually burn fat more efficiently while producing more beneficial ketones. Constantly switching it up every few weeks prevents weight loss plateaus and metabolic adaptation. There you have it, the top 5 science-backed intermittent fasting pitfalls that can completely derail your results if you're not careful. By starting slowly with short fasts, prioritizing whole food sources, avoiding insulin-spiking beverages, tracking biomarkers, and dynamically cycling your fasting durations, you'll be setting yourself up to thrive and maximize all the incredible benefits that intermittent fasting has to offer. So ditch those common mistakes, keep your routine flexible and data-driven, and I promise you'll be blown away by the fat loss, increased energy, improved mental clarity and longevity that this ancient practice can deliver. That's it for today's video. Drop any other fasting questions you may have down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more health and fasting tips, and I'll see you next time.